A supercalifragilisticexpialidocious day to all of our children. We are delighted that you've tuned in to Mount Tabor's Virtual Summer Academy, designed especially for our children ages 5 through 12. Each day, we have a special treat planned for you. Get ready to be inspired and educated. We'll help you tap into that creative side, show you how to be safe at home, and of course, get those bodies moving. Oh, we're so excited to get started. So why don't you help me with the countdown? In 3, 2, and 1, boom!
Welcome, everybody! Let's all stand in a circle. Hello, everyone. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hello, everyone. How are you? How are you today? Get ready to clap your hands. Hello, everyone, clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Hello, everyone, clap your hands today. Now let's stomp our feet. Hello, everyone, stomp your feet, stomp your feet. Stomp your feet. Hello, everyone. Stomp your feet. Stomp your feet today. Now, should we touch our nose? Let's do it. Hello, everyone. Touch your nose. Touch your nose. Touch your nose. Hello, everyone. Touch your nose. Touch your nose today. Welcome, everybody. Let's have some fun. Hello, everyone. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hello, everyone. How are you? How are you today?
Hello children, my name is John Darville and it is my pleasure to share with you today and in particular to tell you of one of my most favorite words, courage. Yes, courage. When I think of the word courage, two things come to mind. One, doing the right thing even if it's difficult. And two, facing my fears with confidence, being brave. You can show courage by doing the right thing even if others are not, bravely dealing with your daily challenges, and by being willing to try new things even if you might fail. You can even show courage by telling the truth regardless of the consequences. Some other ways you can show courage are by facing your fears and working to overcome them, admitting your mistakes and learning from them, and by not giving into negative peer pressure. Can you name some people who have shown courage here or around the world? Yes, I'm sure you can. I have a few in mind also. First coming to mind for me is Martin Luther King Jr., well-known international civil rights advocate. And what about persons a little closer to home, like Sir Milo B. Butler, the first Bahamian Governor General, or the father of labor, Sir Randolph Fox? These men have been known to have shown courage, advocating for the rights of Bahamians. Every single day, our defense force and police officers, firefighters, doctors, and teachers show courage in the exercise of their duties and in service to our nation. Now let's look at some actions that may be considered courageous or foolish. Fighting, foolish. Or walking away from a fight, courageous. Doing something dangerous that others are doing, very foolish. Or participating even if someone calls you a chicken, courageous. Teasing and bullying others, foolish. Or standing up for someone who is being mistreated, courageous, right on. Blaming others for your mistake, very foolish. Or accepting responsibility, that's right, courageous. Ignoring a new student, very foolish. Or making friends with a new student, very courageous. Only looking out for yourself, very foolish. Or helping others, I bet you guessed right, courageous. Following the crowd, very foolish. Or doing what's right, absolutely courageous. Quitting when things get tough and rough, very foolish. Or working hard even when it's difficult, I bet you guessed right, courageous. So today, children, as you think of the word courage, I want you to remember a particular verse of scripture. Deuteronomy chapter 31 and verse 6. Be strong and of good courage. Do not fear nor be afraid. Say that with me if you would. Deuteronomy chapter 31 and verse 6. Be strong. Show your muscles. Come on. Be strong and of good courage. Do not fear nor be afraid. Now repeat after me if you believe in the Word of God, and especially that passage of Scripture that I just shared with you. Lift your hand and ball your fist and say, I am courageous. Say it once again. Let me hear you. Excellent. I hear you loud and clear. Now let's say it together with thunder and gusto and all of the courageous bones in you. Let's say it. I am courageous. I bet you truly are. Enjoy the rest of the program and have a good day. Until next time, bye-bye. Greetings, children. As you prepare to listen in for our story of the day, here are some clues to listening. In the words of Margaret Fuller, today a reader, tomorrow a leader. All of you listening today are leaders of tomorrow. Our reading of today will focus on the skill of courage. Perspective is the way people see or think about things. We all think about things in different ways. Good readers think about the perspective of the characters in the story. Remember, good readers think about characters' perspective. Enjoy the story.
Boys and girls, gather around. Bertram O'Bubble is here. So grab a snack, tell your mommy or your daddy, shh, because it's story time. Are you ready? Let's go. Today, I will be reading you a story called Decision by Ursula Nafula. Ahem. My village had many problems. We made a long line to fetch water from one tap. We waited for food donated by others. We locked our houses early because of thieves. Woo! Many children dropped out of school. Young girls worked as maids in other villages, and young boys roamed around the village while others worked on people's farms. When the wind blew, whoa, 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 waste paper hung on trees and fences. People were cut by broken glass that was thrown carelessly. Then one day, The tap dried up and our containers were empty. My father walked from house to house asking people to attend a village meeting. People gathered under a big, big, big tree and listened with their ears. My father stood up and said, "We need to work together to solve our problems." 8-year-old Juma, sitting on a tree trunk, shouted, "I can help with cleaning up." One woman said, "The women can go and with me and grow food." Another man stood up and said, "The men will go and dig a well." Ooh. We all shouted with one voice, "We must change our lives." From that day, we worked together to solve our problems. So repeat after me, kids. We must work together. One more time. We must work together. Awesome. Thank you so much for listening to this story. I hope you had a wonderful time, and I hope that you continue to be safe, to learn, and to be the best you that you can be. Goodbye.
What happened to the lights? Did somebody cut off the lights? I'm afraid of the dark. I don't believe that BPL did it again. Have you ever been afraid of the dark? Could somebody please cut the lights back on? Whoa, that was a little scary. Have you ever been afraid of the dark? Perhaps a time during the storm when the power went out, or a time in the night when the electricity company kind of cut your lights off. Have you ever been afraid of the dark? Especially when you can't see what is in the room or where you're going. Today, we are going to be speaking about courage. Come on, courage. On the count of 3, say that word with me. 1, 2, 3. Courage. One more time, and this time say it as loud as you can possibly say it. 1, 2, 3. Courage! You sounded very courageous. John Maxwell says that courage is moving forward in spite of fear. At some point in time, most, if not all of us, have experienced fear. You may be afraid of the boogeyman in your closet. When I was 3 and 4 years old, I actually was afraid of the boogeyman. But as I grew older, I realized that the boogeyman is not a real person. I was fearing something that did not even exist. And that is what fear really is. Sometimes fear is feeling timid or having no courage about something that really has no power over your life. Courage is a choice. I'll say it again. Courage is a choice. Courage is the cornerstone in building your life. Maybe some of you have seen a wonderful building going up, like a wonderful plaza or a home or a park of your school or your house that they're adding on to or building. And there is a very strong part of the building process, a concrete or a stone, that should be the strongest point in your home or in that building. It's called a cornerstone. And courage is the cornerstone in building your life. Courage does not have to be loud or bold. You can be quiet and still have a lot of courage. Let's think about this. Which one of the everyday things do you need the most courage to overcome? Maybe persons need courage to overcome COVID-19, or a new school, or new friends, a new task or assignment. You're saying, I'm a little afraid to face it. You need courage. Cornerstones of courage are very important. Mark Twain says, courage is resistance to fear. You are fighting against fear. It's the mastery of fear. You control your fear, not the absence of fear. Because all of us at some point in time in our lives, even the big folks like your parents or your pastors or your teachers, have faced fear. But courage means we face our fears. Fear does not have the power to rob you of anything unless you decide to let it. You have the power over fear. Here's a question I want to ask you. What are two things that hold you back from doing what you need to do? Think for a second. Two things. While you think about that, I want you to remember that the only person with the power to hold you back or move you forward is you. Today, you must strengthen your courage muscles. So, we're going to work out for a while. Now, these are not real heavy dumbbells, but we're going to work out with me. We're going to strengthen our courage muscles. Come on, grab something in your hand. Let's do 10 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Strengthen your courage muscles. Strengthening your courage muscles involves exercise. Say with me, it involves what? Exercise. Do you like to exercise? Maybe there's a time in school, physical education, when your PE teacher or coach is saying, strengthen your muscles. Do squats or sit-ups or push-ups. Lift weights. When we do these things that takes effort, our courage muscles are strengthened. So what are the benefits of courage? Courage, when you exercise, it gives you energy. Say energy. One more time. Say energy with energy. 1, 2, 3. Energy. Courage gives you confidence. You feel good about yourself. Courage always gives you a win, and everybody likes to win. Courage gives you courage. It makes you face your fears and say to your fears, I'm not afraid of you. How do you get the courage to stand up? Maybe standing up next to a bully or someone who says unkind words to you. The first thing is through identification. Say identification. One more time, identification. You sound good. Identification simply asks, who am I? Do you know who you are? I'm not just speaking about your name or how old you are or what school you go to. I'm asking deep down, do you know who you are? You are fearfully and wonderfully made according to the Bible. How do you get the courage to stand up? Through action. What will I do when folks are picking on a child who cannot stand up for himself or herself? What do you do when folks are doing wrong around you? That's called action. How do you get the courage to stand up? Through emotion. How will I proceed or move forward? Are you a push down or a puller person? I want to ask that again. Do you push others down or do you help to pull others up? Only a strong person has the ability to pull others up. Maybe they look different from you. Maybe they act different from you. Maybe you just don't like them the way that you think they should be liked. Do you push others down or do you pull others up? Bullies always push others down. Those who are truly courageous or have courage always pull others up. So say with me. Today, I will use my courage muscles to pull up someone who is down. Today, you are filled with courage.
Turn a t-shirt into a reusable shopping bag. Turn this into this. All you're gonna need is an old t-shirt, something that you probably don't even use anymore. Instead of throwing it away, you can reduce, reuse, and recycle. The size shirt that I have here is a medium. You can even use kid shirts if that's what you have. First, you're gonna cut off the neckline. This is gonna be the opening for your bag. You want it to be wide, but not too wide. And you can always check it to see if it's a good width. Next, you're gonna cut off the sleeves. These are gonna be the straps for your bag. Throw those away and just take a look and make sure that it's how you want it. I decided to make the opening of the bag just a little bit wider. It seemed kind of small, so I just took off a little piece. Next, you're going to cut off the bottom part of your bag. I took off about 2 inches because, like I mentioned, the shirt is a medium, so the bag would have been a bit too big. And once you cut that off, you're good to go. It should look like that. Next, you're going to stitch right along the bottom edge of that bag with just a straight stitch. Okay, so all you have to do is turn the shirt inside out and make that stitch along the edge like I said. I usually turn the shirt inside out just so I don't see the stitch in the end. And just a normal straight stitch. It's nothing too hard. It doesn't even have to be perfect. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can really do this by hand. Just don't make your stitch too long. On the machine, I have a 2.5 stitch length. If it's too wide, it's gonna be weak and it may pop open. Once you get to the end, just reinforce the stitch with a few back stitches and you're good to go. And here you go. Isn't it great? Quick and easy. Okay. Now we're just going to flip that inside out. Take a look at everything, make sure that it's secure. And that's it. How easy was that? Test it out, see if it's wide enough, if it's good, just the way you want it. And if the straps are too short, you can go ahead and just make those wider and fill it up with all the things that you get from the store. You're gonna need those wipes, you're gonna need some snacks, and all of them fit nice and neat into that bag, and that was really quick. Less than 10 minutes and you're out of the door.
I'm Sarah. I want to talk to you about a very important protect yourself rule. You have to know the difference between a safe touch and an unsafe touch. We all know safe touches, like hugs from our family or high fives with our friends. Unsafe touches are touches to private parts of your body. No one can ever touch parts of your body that are covered by a bathing suit, or ask you to touch them on those parts. But it is okay for a doctor to touch you on private parts when they're giving you a checkup and your mom or dad is in the room. These are safe touches. If someone gives you an unsafe touch, they might want you to keep it a secret. They might make you promise or give you presents to keep you from telling. But you always have to tell another grown-up about unsafe touches, no matter what. If you were touched on a private part of your body by someone you know or someone in your family, tell your teacher or another family member. It's never your fault if someone touches you like this. If it happens, other grown-ups want you to tell. Keep telling until someone helps you and make sure the unsafe touch never happens again.
Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you learned something new from the story or one of the activities that we did today. Don't forget to try out these skills with your parents and teach them to a friend. Well, we've had a lot of fun, but now it's time to run. Until next time, see you later, alligator.
The program has come to a conclusion, but have no fear, our call to action is here. What was your favorite part of today's program? Share it with us. Here are some ways you can. Draw a picture using beautiful colors, shapes, and characters. Or write a brief journal entry describing your favorite part. Or take a picture of something in your environment that highlights your favorite part of the program today. Or dress up real cute or handsome. Use your parents' phone and send us a video describing how much fun you had. These calls to action help us to know that you're engaged, watching, participating, and enjoying the program. Once you're done, submit them to us by email at socialmedia@mounttabor.org or by WhatsApp at 242-376-9338.